How's it going, everybody? I've been playing a lot of Bloodborne since quarantine, so I wanted to share some insight on invading other players. So we're going to answer 3 questions. What is an invasion? What is the win state of an invasion? And what is the mental model of successfully completing an invasion? So Bloodborne was developed by From Software, the same team who created Dark Souls. So it's best described as a single-player role-playing game with PvE and online PvP capabilities. An invasion will occur when you invade an opposing player's PvE world and treat it as an enemy. Pursue with caution, though, for your opponent can have up to 3 friendly cooperators by their side, either CPU or other hunters like yourself. The win state of an invasion is to successfully eliminate the opposing hunter or hunters that you invade. Alright, so let's discuss the mental model of a duel/invasion. What is the mental process or map a player will follow during combat? First off, there isn't a set-in-stone way of achieving the win state. You can use attacks to maintain pressure on your opponent, utilize your space and dodge effectively, predict incoming attacks or healing attempts with a parry, and use special items/tools to your advantage. Utilizing these 4 fundamentals when the situation is right is key to winning any invasion. And depending on your weapon and your opponent's weapon, adjust your approaches accordingly. This means effectively spacing out your attacks, playing consciously, and not getting too greedy. Predicting an incoming attack by timing a parry with a gunshot will temporarily immobilize your target, exposing them to critical damage. Executing this action will initiate a visceral attack, taking away a huge chunk of health to your enemy. So look for predictable patterns in your opponent's behavior to expose their weaknesses. So the cognitive demands to winning an invasion is understanding one's moveset and your opponent's moveset. This means being familiar with your own weapon as well as your opponent's weapon. And what moves are safe and unsafe to use? Will this move leave me open to counterattacks? And you can ask yourself, am I safe to heal right now? And mix up your moves. Don't be too predictable because people will parry you. And your own parry predictions, is my opponent spamming attacks right now? Will my opponent heal up? And this instinct to parry will just come with experience. Also, some more cognitive demands are to get good with your dodge timing, stamina management, and a really big one is tool usage. Hunters have access to widely different tools. Some include, but are not limited to, Molotov cocktails, throwing knives, elemental weapon buffs, magic and arcane, and special potions. And clever usage of these tools can really swing the tide of battle, so use them wisely. Some social demands to invasions are the invasion etiquette. Invasions are unpredictable by nature, but I believe there's a social contract that's within them. Emoting, waving, or bowing before duels are used to show respect towards your opponent and to initiate combat. It is generally considered disrespectful to dismiss an opponent's gesture. You may also find yourself in a 1v1, 1v2, or 1v3 situation, and some, few and far between honorable hunters will 1v1 you regardless of the numbers advantage. However, if all 3 opposing hunters insist on being aggressive, this would be considered a gank invasion, or ganking. The emotional demand in invasions is that Bloodborne is much of a mental game as it is a cognitive one, so have a blank mind and keep your options open. Never panic and button mash, and play consciously. And the biggest one of all is don't get greedy. Understand when you need to retreat, and understand when you need to go for the attack. The physical demands to invasions are having good internet connection because if you're lagging all over the place, you're probably just going to die in the end. As well as Bloodborne combat is rhythmic, a dance between 2 hunters. And you may feel that rhythm between your dodges and parry timings when you are truly focused. And happy hunting.